Electronic note on the preparation of the entire layer of population for a strong earthquake. Strong earthquakes are the most terrible among natural phenomena. It has the power to cause serious damage to buildings and structures and is observed with shaking greater than 5 points. This natural phenomenon is noted in the seismically active regions of the Republic of Uzbekistan. Imagine you're sitting at home, suddenly an earthquake has begun. The lights in the house, the vibration of the mirror cabinets make you panic with further fear. And when the screams on the street begin, a person must perform the right action without losing himself. The fear and panic that occurs in people when an earthquake occurs can lead to actions that are dangerous to his life. Citizens who live permanently in seismically active areas or who are temporarily staying there with services or proceedings should be aware of simple precautions and safety regulations in advance in order to be able to use them in practice when an earthquake occurs. Remember, for a person who manages himself mentally before an earthquake, during an earthquake, and after an earthquake, it is easier to overcome fear. The probability of suffering is also less. In travel agencies or in offices and organizations that attract citizens from abroad. During a trip or a visit, provide them with primary information on the seismicity of the territory of the country by individuals and legal entities serving them, the location of districts and cities in the zone prone to earthquakes, where there is a possibility of significant and strong earthquakes. It is possible to conduct conversations about the primary and secondary consequences of emergency situations and how to act correctly in such situations. To organize independent knowledge through web platforms or e-booklets and notes about the order of correct movement before the earthquake, during the earthquake, and after the earthquake. In travel agencies, through them, foreign citizens are recommended to take supplies of water, food, and medicines, as well as portable radio, electric lamps, batteries for them, candles intended for 3 days in offices and the organizations that are permanently or temporarily held. When standing under a multi-story building, try to climb into an open space. Avoid falling into broken fragments as a result of the shaking of the building. In the case of the second and higher floors, it is better not to jump down the window, because you still get an injury even if the earthquake doesn't cause serious damage to the building. Do not stand under electric wires. Be careful of disconnected wires. In case of an earthquake in the car, it is recommended to stop the car in high-rise buildings, electric wiring, steep slopes, bridges, patrol stations, in places far from the river itself. Correct actions to perform after an earthquake: providing first aid to victims, additional medical care, or wait until help arrives if you need extra help. When you see those who are left under the rubble, or when you hear that they are calling, remember exactly that place and tell the rescuers. Trying to make contact with the outside of the wreckage either through the sound or by knocking something, saving forces. If left under the wreckage, as calmly as possible, correctly assess the conditions, provide first aid to himself. Monitor the condition of the buildings after the earthquake stops to avoid things that may endanger their lives. Registered foreign citizens are encouraged to collect the maximum information about their status.